The ballroom would be the stage of a key scene in the play. The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft, back at the beginning. The plot board was empty again. I needed a new It's getting real, all right. I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
What a nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
Mm-hmm. And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you, but turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch is the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that. The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft, back at the beginning, but closer to my goal. This was something out of a horror story, but I had to keep going. This is not my writing. This is Scratch mocking me. I changed the story. And with that, the dark place changed. The devil's path up the staircase was draped in blood. I felt the presence of a new idea here.
Mr. Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play. And always in character.
Scratch had been here. I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
Okay, let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He'd only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
Not you again. The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker. The muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
Asking too many freaking questions. I've had enough of that. Freaking gums, you dick. Asking too many freaking questions. I've had enough of that. Freaking gums, you dick. Asking too many freaking questions. I've had enough of that. Freaking gums, you dick. Asking too. Freaking had enough of that. Freaking gumshoe dick asking too many freaking. I've had enough of that. Freaking gumshoe dick asking too many freaking questions. Not letting us proper police take care of it.
This is our chance to make the powers that be happy. We'll be set for life. Part of the inner circle.
Well, amen to that, partner. I like it. And so will the fraternity. The club, the word, our dear friends with many names. The way I see it, it was a lone nut job. A junkie out of his mind on some fancy new designer drug.
Open and shut case. All we gotta do now is dump the evidence from room 108 in the usual place in the alley.
The scene changed with the story. This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body. Somehow it was important. Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of Return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did. Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera. There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for. There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. he could go after Alice. Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new... Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Wake. Alan Wake. What? Alan Wake.
Hurry, Tom.
Wake.
Here is the light at the end of the...
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta onwards set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and den Uur is...
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pic...
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox. These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important even if I didn't know what to do with them yet. To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find a murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
Wait. I just want to say. Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Thomas Zane, an esoteric bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control every aspect of the world in their films. Is the cult leader any different? Was Zane just another alias for Scratch? There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together. I was going to get the truth out of Zane with whatever means necessary. Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of the cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else. Wake.
Zane's room, 665, was upstairs. The elevator would take me there. Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time. I had to find the movie theater Poets Cinema. The next murder site was there. Zane had created the film in tandem with Return to escape the dark place. Construct does not apply to this place. I mean, is it because I never truly believed that was time's true nature and this place is reacting to my thoughts, or
some other more fun way. I don't know. That said, to the best of my calculations, subjectively, this is my day 665. It's a long time. I have explored every conceivable avenue of research, exhausted every scientific method of investigation I know. It's all dead ends. I feel like I need something else. Something else entirely. Some mad, creative mindset to help me. I'm not a scientist, an artist. This is a place for an artist. Oh. Hey, man, how you doing? Hello. Darling, Dr. Casper Darling, it is so good to meet you. Well, hello, darling. I'm Tom. Tom Zane. Have we met? You look familiar. Well, you sound familiar. Hold on. You work out a lot, don't you? I mean, look at you. You're swole. Well, I am active. Yeah. You wouldn't happen to know a way out of here, would you? A drink? Oh. Cheers. Give it. You know what? You and I, we should join forces. Come up with a plan for escape. Art and science combined to form an unstoppable force. Yes. 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 We have to start to methodically test and eliminate various works of art within the bounds of which you can quietly